Okay, we should be done with ads, so let's head on over. Forgot I had my volume on. Whoopsie. So anyways, hello to all my Starlights and those who've wandered in. Hello, my name is Atomi. And today we're back at Final Fantasy XIV just because I love this game. I figured I might as well do it at least once a week, just to keep up with everything since I'm so far behind with the storyline. I mean, I'm barely getting into Heavensward right now. So we'll do some more storyline and a bit more crafting and stuff, and then we'll see where we are. Alrighty, let's get everything up and running. That's up, that's up. Oh. This should be working now. Okay. Alright, everything looks good, so let's pull up the game and let us start playing. I believe we'll have to go back to Limsa. Yeah, we're probably gonna meet in the need to stand up. Oh, someone has a quest. Zealous Yellow Jacket. You there. Would I be right in guessing you're an adventurer? If so, I have a request to make. We've had reports of some charlatan claiming to be a blue mage. Whatever that's supposed to be. He could be a blue-arsed wharf rat for all I care. But I hear he's been selling so-called soul crystals to adventurers for a tidy sum. Apparently they're meant to give the holder all sorts of mystical powers, which is a load of chocobo shite, according to the dozen or so of dissatisfied customers. You see, spells and whatnot are not really my field of expertise, which is why I want you to help me investigate. I need you to tell me whether these crystals are the genuine article. If they turn out to be fakes, I'll arrest him on charges of fraud, and you will receive fair payment for your assistance. If they, by some miracle, end up doing what he claims, you might be able to pick up a new parlor trick or two. So, are you in? Very good. We've received word he's been haranguing passengers near Summerford Farms? I'll meet you there. Okay, so this is where I unlock Blue Mage, I'm guessing? Fun. But I've got a... Like, where's the thingy? Okay, I'm near it. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I've been keeping an eye a letter for introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Hirian man there and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity, to which you would be introducing, abide in the shadows of Lorenzian society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Emperor herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far in their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Well, if it's who I think it is... Then if I was my rogue class, we'd have no problems. But I doubt the classes have any sort of bearing in this. Okay, Fisherman's Port. Oh, it's not going there. Where am I going then? Looks like it's a bit up. But it also looks like it's connected to this. I think. Aha. Inconspicuous man. I don't think it's Jackie. You got business with me, adventurer? So you're the woman the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might get a glimpse of Thancred. Get a glimpse of Thancred too, gosh dang it. Been a while since I saw his shiny grin. But what with all the doe-eyed wenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. Ah, and you must be the Far Easterner that Mirrowed says wants to train us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I am Yugiri of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa's a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It is simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose, I see. Know that the practitioners of my art too are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we learn from one another, I think. Then what in hells are we waiting for? If you come with us, you guilty of doing what's it. We can be acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? Lady Hitomi, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us Dolmans. No words shall suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. Well, sure. More ways to kick butt. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. So we meet again, warrior of light. Okay, now we gotta go to the Rising Stones.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elizabeth spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Okay. I sort of like that guy. I don't know if I like him anymore. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it awaits us not to speculate. Uranger said, "We'll send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. It concerns etheric fluctuations which we had previously attributed to good King Mughal the XII. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all's not well in Twelveswood. Our latest reading reveals an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even be these suggest the presence of primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation. And I would have you... Asila, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ulda this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they're in the 7th heaven, awaiting a formal response. I see. I hoped this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Asila, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread, and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, and I will hear their suit. They tell me I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Okay. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 12 be praised, it is you! We are ready and willing to work, same as the Dolmens. Give us a task, and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Anderson. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ulda for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one what got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and then it came to me. Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'll surely do the same to us. I fear the situation is far more complicated. While it is true we accept the Dolmen's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret I must deny your request. But we've got nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word. Totoro, his Optimus? Ill tidings from Ulda, milady. Alphanode has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the Flames, the refugees started a riot, then went wild apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please. If you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. Lady? We're not the ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I'm not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphanode and quickly. If he is in danger, or worse, I would have you and no one other by his side. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Papalemo will see to it. Alphanode is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry up! Hurry, Hitomi! The Hourglass. I don't know that one. But to Ulda we go. Now. Oh, I should probably take these while I'm here. Corpse Groom? Oh, so he's in the... Oh, he's there. Okay. So it's on the way anyways. I'll just snag a few more quests that I need to do once I get done with the storyline. Today, probably. I have so many quests that I have lined up. I need to get rid of them. Yours is a welcome face, Hitomi. I have a task for which one of your impeccable record would be well suited, though perhaps campaign would be a more fit description, given the sheer commitment this mission demands. As you're well aware, the inhabitants of Thonalun have long suffered the hostilities of the Amalja. The lizard men have been quiet for a time, chastened by your victory over the primal Ifrit. But once again, the beastmen stir. There has been a resurgence in kidnappings, and in greater numbers than before. Matters have grown so far out of hand that the local garrisons have petitioned us for reinforcements. That is why I wish you lead the extended action against the Amalja, and put a stop to these raids. Report to Commander Giselbert, head of security at Little Alamigo, and he will brief you on the details of your duty. Okay. What's keeping me from taking this one? Oh, I need to be level 80. Okay. Ooh, samurai. Dolls, balls, just when you might have seen it all. The world's full of surprises. What am I talking about, you ask? Oh, nothing much. Just the most amazing blade work I've ever seen. It wasn't even the main card either, but light entertainment. A Far Eastern fellow, old enough to be my grandfather, appeared and called up for challengers. But who should answer him but a brute of a gladiator? People thought it was either a mummery or a sick joke. After all, what could one expect from this such mismatch? The old infirm and infirm versus the young and infirm? But when the action began, the old man proceeded to drop everyone's jaws, his opponent not least of all, with this blistering blade work. The most riveting moment, though, was when he had the challenger on the back foot, for instead of finishing the job, he went and sheathed his blade. Putting your steel away in the heat of battle? Well, that's akin to committing suicide. This wasn't lost on the gladiator, who lunged into a mighty swing. The spectators gasped collectively, thinking it was over, and it was, but not for the old man. For in an instant, before anyone could comprehend what had happened, his opponent was crumpled on the ground. In one fell stroke, and with impossible speed, the old man had drawn his sword and dealt the telling blow. A few heartbeats passed in stunned silence, and then the stands erupted into riotous cheering. Gods, just recounting it gives me the chills. The speed, the precision, the elegance, simply sublime. How is it possible I had never heard of this Far Eastern warriors? These samurai. What, are you thinking what? Are you thinking what I think you're thinking? And you want to face the old man? Well, that Silver-Tongued showmaster was looking for a new challenger. But you don't want to do this. Let someone else be the fool. All right. I hear you've been busy as a bee, Hitomi. See, half the whispers what come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, have you ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? No. To hear him tell it, he's Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildebrand and his assistant had knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. Any road, 5 years ago, he gets it in his head that he's cracked the code of Messiah's 7th verse, Dalmud. The calamity, all of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. And wouldn't you know it, the hero was Hildebrand himself. So he flies off towards Dalmud. Aye, that's right, he flew. Launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he'd come back down. He's got to come back down. It was only recently we found his body. I had a reason for bringing this up. All right. So, Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an investigator in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass. A bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. Ad. Oh well, I'm just doing side stuff. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful for you to lend her a hand. As for where to find her, she's likely visiting Hildebrand's grave in the Licht Yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. It's Alpha Node. All right, let's go.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Ul'dans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Well, hello, Snow. Yes, Eos was saying that as well. As I told you before, it is all but inevitable that the incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then would you accompany me to the Hall of Flames? I would hear what General Rauban has to say upon the matter. Oh, there's another one. Huh? Why, you're Hitomi Mikado, the famous adventurer. Thank the gods for bringing you here. Apparently everyone knows me, although I've never met a single one of these people. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Payo Reo, one of the many faceless adventurers struggling to make their way into Eorzea. Forgive me if I sound bitter. I don't begrudge you on your renown. Your superiority as an adventurer was obvious to me before you became a household name. Our paths crossed near Sastana, you see. Hard to believe we moved in similar circles back then. Bleh. Speaking of which, do you perchance remember having met a conjurer named Ada around that time? We used to adventure together, she and I, and 2 others. Our little group didn't last long, though. Things fell apart when Aver, our leader and Ada's fiancé, met us in it, the Tamtara Deepcroft. Harsh words were exchanged and we all went our separate ways. Since then, I've been getting by on my own. Truth be told, I hadn't planned on seeing any of my former comrades again. But then this letter arrived from Ida, containing an invitation to her wedding. Now I know what you're thinking. I should be happy for her. And I was until I noticed the name of her groom-to-be. It was none other than Avier. What's more, the venue of the ceremony is to be the Tamtara Deepcroft, the very place the poor fellow died. Something isn't right, I tell you. Hello, Chocobo. Now in the letter, Ida wrote that Leah Vini, that is the 4th member of our group, had already agreed to attend. They chanced to meet each other recently, from what I could gather. Not knowing what to make of it, I thought it wise to consult Leah Vini about this whole strange affair before replying. But last I heard, she joined the Scions of the 7th Dawn. I didn't have the first idea how to go about tracking her down. Not until the greatest scion of them all appeared, that is. Could you tell me where I might find her? In the lich yard of the Church of St. Adamalandama? I'm sorry, I don't... Slain in the Imperial Raid, you say? By the 12, I had no idea. When did this happen? While the Black Wolf still lived? Then how can it be that Leah Vini met Ida recently? Gods, I don't know what to believe. If it isn't too much to ask, I would be most grateful you'd show me Leah Vini's grave. We didn't always see eye to eye, but she's had a good heart, and if she's truly... Well, I need to pay my respects. Please meet me at the lich yard. That one chocobo just going back and forth. Okay. Now is not a good time, Hitomi. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphanote, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your... Chirugians? My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents. but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine, given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls. It stands to reason they would know the lay of the land. What I do not know is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, not with butcher knives or pitchforks, but with martial armory, weaponry. Blech. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the Ul'dah citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the dolmens were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not a single gil to spend? Who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would not sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well, my point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. The general is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim, without necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the Monteras would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponent of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have a far more faith in your abilities, Atomi. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at the request for such information, but I've no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I may, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Ah yes, silver tongue. And I hardly say another word. You look as though you have something to say, Hitomi, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Lost Hope, okay. Where be that? Blackbrush. I love that I can fly! Wee! Boop. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? Sultanate, are we? I take it to mean someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He will explain everything. What brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept the situation, and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, Like the merchant who passed through recently, gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. Beg your pardon? You're not a flame. I see. If Leofric bids you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 'Twill be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking which is owed. A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of their idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you'll understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that the merchant will lead the remainders to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. What are you doing? Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped together. Then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Okay. Soothe the refugee. Where is my soothe? There it is. Who are you? What do you want? Aye, it's true. I followed the merchant and made the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off on our own. But then the flames found us. We didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but they started arguing and then fighting. And then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... Oh God, it's the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them will be fruitless. They would soon call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us and listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deeds themselves. A pox of bloody sellswords. Pox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent will, with us, vanish during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren what their strongest warriors are no match for one woman. Mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Okay. Hello. Seven hells, they found us. Everyone grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Sorry to point you, lass. We're more than willing to kill ye ourselves. More? You beat him like it was nothing. Thal Almighty, what are we gonna do now? Terrified refugee. Oh, back at the camp. Okay. You've returned. Did you find my brethren? What the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better than a handful of them take a beating from you than the lot butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did that merchant have to say when it was over? Huh? Where else would he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others? The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing stopping him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of his futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Gosh dang it. There we go. I swear I forget buttons sometimes. Have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with a man from Ulda. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked when he said that. I didn't like when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry, and I got scared. Say, miss, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for someone stirring up trouble. You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he... Wait, look, over there. I think that's him. Well, now, how much of these gold fools shall be my next victim? You, I... He's getting away. Go get him, miss. Aha. You again? Why are you pursuing me? Sedition, treason, revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorized the streets of Ulda? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you would think I give a teachings arse about politics. It was business, only business. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. And there he goes. What's all this commotion? 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. Okay, and with that, I think I'll stop with the storyline, and I'll try and get some of these other quests out of the way. So, the next one is Corpse Groom. So, let's go to Camp Drybone, because outside of Camp Drybone is the church. I hate that the Levmet also has the same icon as the unlock quests. Oh, there's 2 that are up here in the Lich Yard. Okay, that's the other one. This is gonna be the one I want. Yeah. The tombstone has been knocked over, and the earth before it disturbed. So this is where poor Liavine now lies. the meaning of this? Not only is her grave defiled, her body's gone. Who could have done this? Oh no, could it have been Ida? The more I think about it, the more it makes, well, I was gonna say it makes sense, but gods. I'll try to explain. To the rest of us, our little party of four was but a means to riches and glory. Such things adventurers seek, but to Ida, it was her life. She blamed herself for Avier's death, and to our shame, we agreed with her, though we knew full well we were all to blame. And then we left her where she stood at her fiance's, with her fiance's head for company. Heck, how could we have been so heartless? Small wonder that if the poor girl has been driven from her wits. But what is done is done. All we can do is admit to our mistakes and make amends as best we can. Javier is gone, and so is Leah Veen. But Ida refused to accept it. She won't let go of the past. I know not what she means to do in Tamtara, that it can lead to no good end. I will attend this wedding and try to restore her to her senses. I am much more reassured if you would accompany me, Hitomi. As Aviar once did, so does Ida look up to you. She may not listen to me, but she may yet heed the words of someone she admires. And failing that? No, it doesn't bear thinking about. If we hurry, it need not come to that. Please meet me at the Tamtara Deepcroft. Together we will put an end to whatever madness Ida's planning. Okay, and while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and start up this one. Just so I don't have to do any backtracking. Oh, if only you were alive, Inspector. I know you'd know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nasu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least that's what I'm trying to be, but it's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases of thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. Oh boy, you're doing that story now? Which one? But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. The fun one? Again, you're being kind of vague. No, are you talking about the cat woman or the resurrecting woman? To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... Oh, goody. Echo time. This is all a joke. A big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. This quest line goes on for multiple expansions and is one of the longer running side quests. Okay. They say no one remembers the Warriors of Light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, Gentleman Hero Hildebrand. This will be great? Okay. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nasu, there must be a leader, a head zombie, who tells the rest of what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him, again that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is, or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try one good idea I've come up with so far. If you were to go where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Donalan, you might find them. And there you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. So yes. Okay, so let's go back to the corpse room. And branch, okay. Back to Gridania. And that's the Levmet, okay. If I said any more, it wouldn't be any fun, okay. Well, I kind of just try to knock them out because I kind of got all these quests to go through. This is the whole quest chain. A Lalafelian thaumaturge. Just so happens a fellow like that went into Deepcroft not a moment ago. There was a young lady with him, dressed head to toe in white. Lass was all smile and giggles like a maiden on her wedding day. But your friend looked stiff as a board. Can't say I blame him though. Crips do strange things to the best of us. You mean head inside as well, do you? Well, take care you don't wake the dead, eh? Oh goody, the hard mode. Okay, so it's a dungeon. Oh well. When you can, I do suggest going through it. It's real fun. When you get the chance. Yeah, I'm trying to go through because I've kind of stacked up a bunch of side quests, so I'm trying to get them done. Yeah, fair. Yep, yep. Oh, Jesus. Okay, where the hell did they go? Oh, down here. Gosh dang it. Sorry, I got lost. Oh, geez. Well, that's just funny. Oh, come on. Okay. This is fucking stupid. Here she comes. Okay. All right, let's see if we do this better this time. Gosh dang. Okay, that's it. Wonderful. Okay. Really? Did you guys get omniblasted once I got out there? Jeez, I'm sorry. Alright, come on. Okay, the team member is taking their sweet time. Oh, there's Deluxe. Jeez. Okay. Gosh dang, I have to defeat that. Okay, I need some help with that one. I may need a Nyla. If he's available, but I doubt so. I'll just put this one on the back burner for now, since I have it open. I kept dying in the hard version of the Deep Croft. So I'm gonna put that one on the back burner and try and do another. Come on, and marvel at the mystery of the Far East. A swordsman hailing from exotic Hingashi, whose blade work is quicker than the eye can see. Don't let his age fool you. Old, though he may be, he's already made short work of one of Ul'dah's meanest gladiators. And he now seeks a new challenger. If you can best him, you'll be rewarded with a rare Hegan treasure. There is one condition: you must fight with the same blade as the old man's. If you think you have what it takes, proceed to the Gladiators Guild and make yourself known to the Fall Eastern Elder. I mean, if you aren't busy right now, Snow. I mean, kind of. The whole thing was we were getting stonewalled at the Levine fight. Because all the best men would come out and mob us. Eos, you're here? I get it. Eos doesn't want to help me, I see. This aura, unusual yet undoubtedly unformidable. Dare I hope a worthy challenger has come. Alright, thank you, Snow. Well met, friend. I am Mosuai, a samurai of Hingashi. Lest you wonder, samurai are swordsmen of the Far East. Yet known that the swords we wield are unlike those of this land. Katana they are called, and for our duel I shall lend you one such blade. Although with a stone, a talisman of sorts. Wear them on your person and you shall become one of us, at least in appearance if not in sooth. Alright, I have unlocked the samurai. Alright, so let me set up the samurai gear. Oh, I am on, Dynamis, Kukolin. Oh, a soul crystal. Nice. Setsu, Getsu, and Ka. Interesting. Holy crap, I get all these... Oh, I'm level 50. Derp. I'm like, I get all these upon release? Nice. Normally I have to grind up for these things. But nope, I'm level 50. Well, then I know I can come back here and see him for the next quest. Actually, let me go back to White Mage. Yeah. I only know somewhat how to say it. Let me get this one out of the way too. I mean, if you want. Honestly, I hate that dungeon now because she has stonewalled me for so many times. I had, I think, 4 different times we went up and down. Boop. You got here just in time. Looks like he's about to make his pitch. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The name's Martin. And today I present you the wonders of the New World. I call it blue magic. Beyond the indigo deep live the Walakui? Yes, blue mage, who live in their own unique brand of spellcasting. Like black and white magic, it draws on aether from our surroundings, but that's where the similarities end, my friends. I'm sure you've seen wild creatures lashing out with fire, ice, and what have you. It's a form of self-defense, see, but it's still magic. The Walakui discovered how to harness aether in the same way, and wield the forces of nature. But how, I hear you cry? It's simple. You have to attune your mind to the instincts of the beast. Then, when a creature is driven to attack, you can see into its soul. When you overcome it in battle, you absorb some of its aether and make its power your own. Of course, it's not that easy as picking fights with the local wildlife, but my Walakui mentors taught me well, and now it's my turn to teach you. Behold the power of blue magic. By the 12, did you see that? I thought you'd be impressed. Now, before anyone asks why it's called blue magic, let me tell you. For the Walakui, this color holds a special meaning. Sacred even. And seeing as it ain't white or black magic, it seems to be the perfect fit. I suppose you're all wondering what you need to become blue mage like me. Well, for starters, you'll be wanting one of these, a soul crystal. And don't forget a special design outfit to help look the part. I'll be throwing one of these spell books, personally penned by yours truly, containing everything you need to know about learning blue magic. I've got enough for all of you, but you better snap them up before it's too late. Are you lot really that dense? Can't you see he's playing you for fools? Drive the beast to attack. More like running headlong into battle, only a silly blue costume for protection. Of course, no one can claim it's fraud when they're at the bottom of some creature's belly. We feast on your flesh, smooth skins. Your gods cannot save you now. All of you, stay back. No more, please spare us. They never stood a chance. Bugger all the swords and shields nonsense. I'm giving blue magic a try. The run cycle. There's definitely something fishy going on here, and the arrival of those Mamulja was a little too timely for my liking. Come on, let's see where he goes next. Okay, Snow, where are you? Should I continue or just going to drop us into the dungeon? Oh. I hit a button. I'm trying to set down my controller for a second. Oh. Oh. Ooh, cool. Hello, Snow. Everyone loves the Lalas, apparently. It was Town Tower Deepcroft hard mode. I can get us in there, I think, or unless you're the leader. Okay. I'm just trying to stay back so I don't get any aggro. I've got you locked on just in case. Oh, yes, this is the fight. Well, dang, Eos, you should have probably asked me what dungeon I was having trouble with. Oh boy. Ah! Are we seriously fighting body parts now? Yeah, that was sort of hinted at. Ugh. Thank you, Snow. I'm finally done with that stupid quest. I just gotta speak with. So, fun fact, okay. Well, two, okay. Do you want to pop in, Eos? This is the first time that your character is not happy. Like instead of celebrating, they just look solemn. Yeah. Well, yeah, supposedly I knew those adventurers, and they knew me. Oh. Oh, yeah, let's see. Second, you triggered something now. Oh, I think I remember you mentioned that. And Radon, you're at a very specific point in the specific time. There's a chance that her ghost will appear and watch you. I knew it was somewhere. She let the tank die and they bailed. Lovely. Also, technically her story isn't over. Ah. Oh, that one was cute. Really, Snow? You did a flop? I love how the freaking kitten is just holding on. Alrighty, well, thank you so much for the ads. Thank you so much for the help with that dungeon. And poof. All right. It looks like he's heading for the Moribay dry docks. Follow me. Oh, there she is. According to one of the guards, this Martin character has been skulking around docks over the last few days. Apparently he's been begging for leftovers from the mess hall, considering that he's making Gil hand over fist from gullible adventurers. This strikes me as more than a little odd. Anyway, he was last spotted making his way to the Salt Strand. Let's go. Okay, that's a limit. So there's got to be another one down here. Ferryman? Ahoy there, lass. You're keen to visit one of the island sanctuaries, I take it? Bugger me, you're unaware of the fuss going on about this whole affair? If you head southeast from here, the Isle of Vilebrand, that is, you'll reach the Ciudades. Adventurers, much like yourself, have been granted the right to cultivate a number of deserted islands there. Don't get your hopes up, though. Ain't as if any and all can go and get themselves a permit for one of them sanctuaries. As far as I can tell, whole project's still in its infancy, and the general's bloody fussy about candidates. Tell you what, since I like you, I can take you to any mates of yours isle. Safe and sound, you need only say the word. Okay. So that's more content for later. Ah. I think EOS mentioned that. Said something about Animal Crossing sort of thing. Just as I suspected, he's up to no good. Why else would he come all the way to a place like this? Yeah. Martin, you said you'd be less violent this time. But that was very violent indeed. It all adds to the realism, and you lads did a great job. Your gods cannot save you now. Nice improvisation. That one bloke damn near shat himself. I think we've seen enough. Hold it right there. I'm placing you under arrest on charges of fraud. Fraud? This is a big misunderstanding. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. The game's up, and same goes for you two. I knew you were in cahoots from the very beginning. As for those crystals, I'm about as convinced by them as I was by your acting. Say what you will about our sales technique, but there's nothing dodgy with the merchandise. You know, I poured my heart and soul into those crystals, and the spellbooks explain how to learn the magic. It ain't my fault if the buyers can't be arsed to read them. And if you're thinking about clapping me in irons over the outfits not providing enough protection, I can assure you they were tailored especially with the needs of a blue mage in mind. I'll admit I had to cut a few corners to keep the costs down, but still. And it all boils down to whether the soul crystals are genuine or not. I know it's a lot to ask, but could you try this blue magic of his? Come on, miss, don't be shy. Once you've learned your first spell, you'll know I ain't pulling your leg. I'll even let you borrow one of the outfits. Gee, don't I look just dandy? Oh yes, very fetching. While you've been getting changed, Latulja and Gahilja have been lured over a nice cooperative baby kraken to teach you water cannon. The bait's been laid, so one should turn up any moment now. If that's a baby, run away, run away! That's something on the big side, lads. Not to worry, all you have to do is give it a few licks with a patented blue magic focus, or a stick if you prefer, and our tentacle friend will return to the favor by firing possibly a quite painful jets of water at you. Oh, and try not to die. Oh, I do like the music. Impressive. After the little escapade, you should be able to fire your very own water cannon. By the by, you don't, strictly speaking, need to be struck by the magic you're trying to learn, but that'll probably happen whether you want it to or not. In some cases, repeatedly. As long as you're the beast's Sapphire, its power should be yours, assuming you can defeat it. You see, that's what most people don't realize about becoming a blue mage. When you start out, you're like a blank slate. It takes a fair amount of bravery, to stare these creatures down and look into their souls. It's a shame that not all my customers have your determination, but that's hardly grounds for calling me a fraud. You don't think he's telling the truth, do you? Now that's settled. I'll be having my wares back if you don't mind. What's that? You still don't believe me? To be honest, miss, I don't know what more I can do. Tell you what, why don't I give you a soul crystal outfit and spellbook for free? That way, as a full-fledged blue mage, you can act as living proof of my innocence. Sound fair for you? Okay, blue mage is unlocked. Okay. Really? Well, I need more wares, apparently. I have nothing? Did he give you a box? Let me see. Ah, here we go. Thank you. Jeez. Nope. Cancel. Gear list. No. There. I do have water cannon though, so he wasn't lying. Oh boy. Jeez, I was wondering where because I already sold all my low-level armor and stuff. I was worried. And of course the hat doesn't show up. Oh well, now that that's done, back to my white mage. There we go. Commander Swift said he'd signed you to assist with our growing beastmen problem. Glad to see the urgency of our situation is being taken seriously. Now, as I'm sure the commander explained, the Amalja activity in the region has grown almost frenzied. Seems like the lizardmen are determined to carry out off every peddler and traveler that tries to pass through southern Thanalan. And I'm not speaking of furtive nighttime raids here. The bastards are striking in full daylight, even against escorted merchant caravans. We've heard reports of raids as far south as the Segoli Desert. So it's not a simple matter of increasing patrols on the roads into Little Alamigo. We must mount a decisive response, and soon. The next time the Amalja appear, I want you ready to send them howling back into the desert. Not long before you arrived, in fact, our scouts reported a merchant crossing in plain view of one of the trade routes. Make haste to the location I've marked on your map and see that the fool isn't taken away by a raiding party. Gosh dang. Overconfident fools? You think your raids were here go unnoticed? What treachery is this? You're of the Brotherhood of Ash? We are, though we number but few, we shall be your death this day. Traitorous heathens, your victory will come at a price. Attacking when the enemy's back is turned, your ancestors would turn in their graves. A soldier's life is one of peril, and the first rule of war is to understand the mind of your enemy, as well as your own. Your presence is noticed here, adventurer, but this is our battle. You need not become involved. I am Hamuj Ga, and I lead the Brotherhood of Ash. We are what remain now of the all-consuming flames, have reduced the rest of my people to unthinking zealots. You interest me, child of Eorzea. Be it fortune or fate, I would not ignore the forces that sought to bring us together. I extend you an invitation to join us at the Ring of Ash. Dang, what class is that? I want to ride on a beast. But I'm assuming that's something that I can't do. Okay. Where the hey am I going? Welcome to the Ring of Ash, adventurer. This place serves as home for our humble gathering of soldiers. My brothers and I ever seek to hone our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep to the old ways of the desert nomad and the warrior. To those who are worthy, we show the proper respect regardless of origin. Your aura, it carries the reek of brimstone. Could you be the one of the champions that said to lay low the Lord of the Inferno? Yep. Then I would have you understand the curse that has befallen our fanatic brethren. Yes, the AR Beast Tribe class. They have forgotten the code that governs our people, the glory that comes with a warrior's death. They spirit away the weak and the feeble and offer them in exchange for the barbed blessings of a hoary lord, God. Day by day I witnessed the shameful acts of my kin. The honor of the Amalja is a faded, paltry thing, no longer driven by the righteous fortunes of battle. Quest not class, ah. It is these kidnappings that stoke the flames of my fury. Why, the victims often bear no arms at all. What triumph can be found in such cowardly attacks? We are hunters, my brothers and I, and the fallen Amalja who huddle in Zanrak are our prey. If you share my outrage, I bid you join us in our kin war. No, I will not accept this pretender. You claim to be one of the heroes that fell Ifrit? I've cut down a dozen men who boast the same feat. More likely you slew a guttered fire sprite and convinced yourself it was the king of the seventh hell. I did not ask for your counsel, Lunga. I and I alone make this decision for the Brotherhood. Then you better not stray into the path of my arrows, adventurer. We have too many enemies for me to waste ammunition on puffed-up heroes like you. Forgive this interruption. I shall vouch for the authenticity of your claim. Only one who has faced and defeated Ifrit could have that scent that you do. Past glories, however, will not impress my soldiers. Prove yourself through your actions, and you might find your reception here improved. Our foes are the Amalja at Zanrak. We shall break the fangs that feast on the helpless. Our target is clear, and our resolve is unshakable. Okay, so now I've got to do this, right? Basically, this will give me the Beast Tribe stuff. But right now I want to try and get rid of some of these quests, so let's go to this one at Revenant's Toll. Pretty much it's a daily thing. You do the class 3 times and forget about it? Okay. A friend at Nedrix, are you? Well, then you must be an adventurer of some skill. My business relies on capable people such as you. As a gesture of goodwill, I'm going to share with you a morsel of information. There's this bloke named Gerald. Makes his living in weapons and armor and whatnot. They say his skill is the finest in the realm. Might be as it's gone to his head, though. Folks don't take to the man, if you get my meaning. Oh, and he likes to drink and all. Bloody Bar got himself at the forge, though. As a young lad, he was cast out on his ear by his master for the crime of crafting finer wares. And that while pissed drunk. Ever since, he's roamed here and there, earning his keep day to day. I have known Gerald ever since I landed in this business. Ain't seen him for a while, though. The last time I did, the old fool had tears in his eyes and some snot dripping from his nose. Falling on hard times, he said. Asked for a bit of coin to tide him over. Never paid me back, neither. Couldn't say for sure where he is now. Seemed to remember hearing he was in Black Shroud putting up at Hart's Mill or some such place. You might do well to commission his work. He'll even reforge the relics of old if you make it worth his while. There ain't no other in Eorzea who can do that. If it's relics you care to know about, I promise a payment what might catch your fancy. If it don't look like much, but it'll get old Gerald to fire up his forge. That much I promise. Okay, so now we gotta go to... Okay, I don't know what that emoji is, but okay. Yeah, this leads up to the relic weapons. God forbid ever doing it. Got business with you, have you, adventurer? Then better be coin or drink in it. Otherwise, bugger off to wherever it is you came from. Restoration work on an old weapon, you say? Ha! What makes you think I'd fire up my forge for a grimy old... Egad, so where in the seven hells did you get a promise of payment? I ain't got no coin, I tell you. Nay, not a single bloody gill. Gods, just look at me, and how far I've fallen. Me, the greatest weaponsmith of our age, hammering out dinks and kettles to pay off a tavern debt. Can you even begin to grasp me humiliation, can you? Bah, of course you can't. What did I even bother asking? Alright. I'll restore your bloody weapon. Just get that goddamn slip of paper out of my sight. Paladin, warrior, monk, dragoon, bard, ninja, black mage, summoner, white mage, or scholar. Okay. So that's the relic quest. Okay, so I got that one done. Hmm. Over there. You're one of Aileen's, aren't you? That one's got a ghost in her attic, you know. Keep sending other adventurers to that damn place she calls a palace, thinking you're going to bring her feller back. Was 7 of us that day, one of them her feller. My best friend was another. Soon as we walked in, the Tomberry attacked. It was dark and we couldn't get purchase on the floor, for 'twas covered in lake slime, then in blood. What more is there to say? Only Aileen and I made it out by the grace of the 12. Everyone else is dead. Think I'd leave him behind? Leave my brother by another blood? If I hadn't seen what that Tomberry left, I saw no treasure there, only death. I've said my piece. You still want to see for yourself, that's your business. I'll ferry you there, for my adventuring days are over. I am the boatman of this lake. She thinks they're still alive, you see. All 5 of them hiding from the Tonberry somewhere in the palace. She tried to flee the infirmary. She told folk about her friends needing rescuing. Then she got sly. A poor lost Aileen. Oh, goody. Another dungeon. Okay, I've got to talk to Stone Torch again. Hopefully I can just select the not quest. Not main quest. Okay, different stone torch. An adventurer baseless rumor notwithstanding, I can assure you that your meager talents are not needed here. No hecton shares have returned to the mines. Even if they had, the stone torches would be seeing the threat swiftly and ably, as our wont. I know not what you just heard, but it was most certainly not the tortured scream of some unfortunate miner being consigned to the maw of a bloodthirsty giant birthed from the godforsaken depths. Ah, seven hells, it's true, all of it. We thought we had seen the last of them, but we were wrong. Horribly, dreadfully wrong. Let down our guard, we did, and now the Copper Bell is overrun with the damned legion from the fiends, each one nastier than the last. We already lost scores of men to the chaos. The few that have returned alive claim that the everyone's docile Spriggans have gone mad, falling upon the poor miners in droves. So much for being harbingers of wealth and fortune, eh? The stone torches are loath to lean on the strength of outsiders, but I cannot in good conscience place full pride before the lives of good men any longer. You reclaimed these mines once. The torches, nay, the entire nation of Ulda, would be forever in your debt if you could perform the deed again. I beg of you, friend, banish those fiends from our depths, that they may never resurface. And another dungeon. Hard mode. Goody. Oh, goody. Well, let's get this one. Oh goody, hard mode of this one too. Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I am Arla, and any friend of Hubert's is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Oh my goodness. Did he mention he used to tread the sands, did he? Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator trade again, but gets easily distracted, Hubert does. Now, I'd wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You're the last Fafa Joni over there was talking about it, aren't you? Ha, I knew it. The liberator of Halatali herself. Thanks to you, we've made it nice and deadly in there again. Got to restore the Colosseum games to what they were. It's no lap of luxury, I warn you. Place could use some more freshening up. There are some lurking crawlies that need a good killing, but the brass blades are on that detail. So, what do you say? Care to experience the new improved training grounds? We'd be honored to have the Liberator of Halatali return as a challenger. I swear, how many dungeons am I gonna unlock? Huh. Okay, Kurds and Slay. Gotta go to Costa del Sol. Talk to... There's actually a few. I know, it's just every single time I talk to someone, hey, here's this dungeon. Hey, here's this dungeon on hard mode. Tell me, Mikado. I shall have to thank Drizwitz, for he was a good on his word. He promised he'd find you. I'm lucky to have such friends. What can I say? In the company of heroes, you keep good company. Haha. And that's why I need your help. What your help? I need your help with. I'm sure you remember Brayflox. In a bit of trouble she is. As the captain of the guard here, I can hardly go charging off to her rescue. Yet would I forsake a friend? Never. And so I thought of you, Hitomi. Truly, your timing is fortuitous, and your fortitude unmatched. If there is any who can help our mutual Gabi friend, it is you. Now off you go, then, to Brayflox Longstop. Oh, goody. Now I've got the hard mode of this one. Now where's the Aetheryte? Here we go. I don't think I was meant to come this way. Just a bit off. Goodly Uplander is here to give lend hand to Gobblefink of Brayflox. Uplander's tongue flaps make for a happy Gobby. Brayflox ear catch enemy foot noise. Illuminati went Brayflox secret. Dirty take they try and tribes. Stinky sweet secret recipe Brayflox can give to Gobby friend. Brayflox's cheese is most tasty fresh. And now Brayflox is a hunted Gobby. Brayflox is no cheesemaker, but Brayflox free cheese recipe from Illuminati. Cheese is Gobby birthright, not gobble, die, make Illuminati cheese lords. But now they want to make Brayflox dead Gobby. Brayflox give Uplander lent hand in past time, yes? Mighty Rockmen fall with Gobbly help. Yes? Now it's time for lent hand to be Brayflox's Iron Fist. And another dungeon. Okay. King of the Hole. Let's see what this one is. I swear, all these freaking dungeons. I guess it's better I get them out of the way, but still. Upper deck, okay. Oh, there he is. You're Hitomi Mikado, aren't you? The chief will be pleased that you came. Now there's times of the essence, so I'll get straight to business. During your travels, you might have been heard tales of Mistbeard, the legendary pirate. Hells, I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard tales of the bloke. Ain't a soul in Limsays don't know his exploits. Nary a ship on the five seas once safe from Mistbeard's grasp. Not even the Golden Fleet of Ulda. One day, at the height of his notoriety, the man vanished without a trace while sailing the Rotondo. Since then, rumors spread that Mistbeard left behind a treasure trove of plunder. Folk believe it's somewhere out there, just waiting to be plucked like a ripe fruit. Your task pertains to that treasure. I'll take over from here, Denston. Chief! Greetings, my friend. It's been a while since you sent Leviathan to the bottom of the Indigo Deep. Before I begin, let me make clear that I do not request your aid in my capacity as Storm Marshal. Nay, the matter is purely private. With that detail established, I shall continue Denston's tale. For a time, folk had lost interest in the Mistbeard's cache. Such was its elusiveness, but recent developments have treasure hunters across the realm stirring anew. South of Vilebrand, upon the Rotondo Sea, there lie the Ciodales. Along the fringe of these remote islands, there is an expanse of water to which few ships dare venture. Nature has conspired to perpetually shroud the area in heavy mist. A man can hardly see his own hand in front of him. Be it by accident or intent, countless vessels have entered that mist, never to be seen again. Over the years, some few survivors have washed ashore with tales of an island hidden within, which appeared without warning to smash their ships into flotsam. So it was the legend of Hullbreaker Isle was born. In the wake of the calamity, however, it came to be that the mists would lift under certain conditions. And as luck would have it, on one such day, a merchantman mistakenly sailed right into the area. The ship eventually came upon a deserted isle, where it made an astonishing discovery: the Har, Mistbeard's own flagship, lying broken within a cove. Though he yearned to explore the wreck, the captain wisely chose to return to familiar waters before the mist could regather. Upon returning to Limsa Lumensa, he forbade his crew from revealing the discovery to a single soul. The word eventually spread, and as is often the way of such things. Even as we speak, treasure hunters are scrambling to find a way to the legendary Hullbreaker Isle, that they might claim Mistbeard's cache. Mistbeard's cache, gosh dang it. I would have you get there before they do, Hitomi, and retrieve a single object from the Har. A golden coffer bearing Mistbeard's crest. The chief would do the job himself, but his being Storm Marshal is like to attract unwanted attention. That's why he wants you to go in his stead. So long as you bring back what he asked for, you're welcome to keep whatever else you find. Though I make my requests off the record, I must impress upon you that the matter is of grave import to our nation's future. I shall be praying for your success. I'm guessing another dungeon. Now, no doubt you're wondering how you're going to get to the Isle. I've got a ship moored at the Moor Bay dry docks. Meet me there when your preparations are in order, and I'll ferry you over. Okay, now to go to the dry docks. Oh my goodness, hello Fred! Thank you for the raid! Oh my goodness. Just one moment. Hopefully I spelled that right. Ah, more Elder Scrolls Online. Well, I hope your stream went well. Sorry, taking a moment to get a sip. I've been narrating this whole time. So, hello to all raiders. My name is Tomi, and we're currently playing through some Final Fantasy XIV, trying to get some side quests done real quick. But please, if you need to, go do whatever you need to do. Get some food, get some drink. You know, go to sleepies if you need to. Please take care of yourselves. But thank you again for the raid. And let's see, where is Dinston? Ooh, that's funky armor for a chocobo. Kind of want it. Everything in order, then let's get over to the Hullbreaker Isle before it's swarmed with scavengers. I'll get us there in one piece, never you fear. I've been keeping an eye on the weather, and I know exactly when the mists will clear up. When you arrive, make your way to the wreck of the Har. Miss Beard's coffer is bound to be somewhere inside. As for how you're supposed to get back afterwards, I'm sure you'll figure something out. The resourceful adventurer that you are. I'll be waiting for you in Limsa. Okay, dungeon open. Now. Oh, I still have to do the stupid quest. Oh, nice. I don't know much about Elder Scrolls Online, but that must be good to get that quest line done. Gotta go talk to the butler dude and get the hard mode of the manor unlocked. More freaking dungeons. All the dungeons. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, here's the trophy guy. I remember he was up here somewhere. There he is. Ah, friend, it's good to see you again. How I wish I could greet you with more joyful tidings. I trust you've heard the rumors. Yes, I fear they are true, and then some. Oh, wherever shall I begin? After you released my lady from her torment, a deed of bravery and kindness that I will remember until the last of my days, I paid a visit to the Wood Whalers and told the tale of its in all its tragedy, and the guardians of the Twelve's Wood might know the truth. Though the Whalers did not doubt my words, they insist on a thorough investigation of the manor. Without witnessing my lady's remains for themselves, I was told, they could hardly vouch for the citizenry's safety. A prudent judgment, though, and I did not argue. It is what happened next that confounded everyone, myself most of all. A contingent of wood whalers was dispatched to the manor, and I personally escorted them in. This would be the last I saw of them, for nary a one returned. Minutes turned into hours, and before long nights surrounded the silent manor. 'Twas then the screams began again, ungodly, heart-rending screams that shall be burned into my memory forevermore. Against my better reasoning, I mustered the courage to peer inside. Oh, how I wish I had not. For what peered back friend, was someone, nay, something, for which I saw surely possessed no soul like you or I, that had no right to exist in our world. The whalers have dispatched another contingent to investigate the matter. The fools. Do they not see that they have writ their own death sentence? I cannot save them, but you, friend, you may succeed where I so miserably failed. I implore you, pray come to our aid once more. Okay, now I gotta go to the manor. Man, I took on too many side quests. I'm not even gonna be able to finish all these. Oh. There's two here? Okay, this one I know is the one I'm going for. I'll figure out the other one in a minute. Oh wait, corkscrew. I remember now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just around the corner from there, so let me finish out corkscrew. Great. I seriously cannot go anywhere that way. It's finally over. With that, it could have been different, but what choice did we have? Let this be my last act as an adventurer. I've done quite enough harm as it is. I mean to go home and live out my days in, huh? Oh, no, it can't be. Ah, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Alright. Now, blood for stone. Oh, this is just unlocking the hard mode of this dungeon. Shit. I'm just unlocking hard dungeons all over the place. Oh, inside. Gosh dang it. Tell me, Mikado, you have come to list your strength? House Durandare is in your debt. You will rejoice with us to know that the battle for the Stone Vigil has finally begun. The first wave has already breached the outer defenses and entered the keep. As depraved a foe as the Dravians are, they have a certain cunning. The place teems with unbelievers who gladly embrace death merely to deny us a full advance. We came to slay dogs and are bled by nits. There are graver matters still. After our first wave stormed the keep, the enemy sealed the branch behind them. The Vigil Headgate is now a welter of molten iron and stone sharp as a headsman's axe. We can no longer send reinforcements by land. The danger is great, but we must go by air. I shall lead this second wave and would have you join your strength to ours. Sir Natlane awaits you near the Stone Vigil itself. I shall join you as soon as I have seen to the airships. Hail, Hitomi, Lord Drillmont sent word. The airships will not be long in coming, and then we shall charge. All White Brim Front knows your name, Hitomi Mikado, who penetrated the Stone Vigil's defenses. Why, to this day I remember the cheer that rang out when we heard you laid Islebine low. Your presence here is tonic, pure tonic for the troops. Too long have the damned dragons desecrated our keep. How alone willing, the Stone Vigil shall return to Ishgard before the day is out. The freaking... Oh, I still have to do the freaking dungeon. Gosh dang. Okay, that's another one I'll have to keep on the back burner. Let's see. Amdapor. I swear if this is another freaking dungeon. It's another freaking dungeon, isn't it? The Seed Seers have word of your coming. You are bold indeed, willing to willingly glimpse into the darkness. The lost city festers more and more by the day, and they say you're the lance to boil. Beyond the gate lies a land out of balance, its earth aspect sapped by the calamity. You'd best be prepared before proceeding further. Rot and wrong, that's what you will see. Creatures run mad, tormented by hooked burrs that clutch and burrow. Well, good luck with that. No doubt you'll prevail, being favored of the Seed Seers and all. Fight well. Fucking dungeons. Okay, is there anything else? Oh, that's right, I have to fight the freaking Ultima weapon. Really? Tifa Lockhart Megar. Really? Where's my quests? Gosh dang it. Okay. Thank you, Snow. And thank you for the head pats. I mean, I still have... Look at all these quests I still have. I swear. Welcome to ARR, yeah. Holy crap, it's already been 3 hours. Ugh. Know what? I'm gonna go to Gridania and we're gonna do some low-level stuff. Heck, I may just pop on, like, one of the crafting guilds and just chill for a minute. Ugh. Okay, I don't have any Lancer. I may have to work on these next. But oh well. Yes, I know. Once I unlock those dungeons, I have to unlock the hard mode on those dungeons, and... And I still have to go through, like, 3 other dungeons. Well, I have 2 dungeons right now, and 1 Ultima weapon to fight. Go to my crafting spot. Now, crafting log, let's see. What can I craft? Gotten all these. Gotten all these. Okay, hard leather sandals. I just need some ash lumber. Okay. Okay, so for this I need to go to Carpenter. And Ash. Here we go. You know what? Quick synth. Ugh. Stretch a stretch. Ugh. Ugh. Everyone take a second to stretch it out, because I have been shrimping with all the frickin' dungeon hopping I've been doing. Or dungeon unlocking, pretty much. But yes, everyone, don't forget to stretch and get some hydrate yourselves. I'm gonna hydrate for just a second while my character makes all this lumber. Alrighty. Now that I've made all that, back to Leatherworker. I need bronze rivets, okay. That's okay. Blacksmith. Oh good, I'm low on copper and tin. Well, I just need one bronze rivet, I think. More bronze rivets. Okay, I need iron ingot and undyed hempen cloth. So, yeah. That's bronze. I need iron. Now I need to go weaver. To make hemp. Okay, I don't need to make anything for this one. Yay. Ugh. All right, Snow, thank you so much for popping in. I'll see you next time. Crap, I need to make more hard leather. And for that, I need more animal hide. Let's go ahead and make a whole bunch of leather. Ah. Alright, 2/3 of the way done. Just gotta wait for this to finish out. Alrighty. All that hard leather done now. I need more hemp cloth, okay. More bronze rivets, okay. Iron rivets. Interesting. Okay, so I need 1 bronze rivets, 1 iron rivets, another hempen cloth, okay? Let's go with Weather first. Get that cloth. Then let's go to blacksmith. Some bronze rivets. Iron rivets. Now I need another more iron ore. Of course I do. Now, iron rivets. Okay, that should be everything. So back to leather worker. Oh, I need more rubber. Gosh dang. Alchemist, I think I can make rubber. Just depends on if I have them. Yes, I do. Okay. I have the latex. That was creepy. It just changed music all of a sudden. Alright, and I should have check marks for everything in this level. Yes, I do. Okay. Now, let me sell my wares. There we go. All right. Okay. Alrighty, let's. Anyone currently on that I can read out to? Okay, so we're back, and I think I may raid out to. Yes, I'm pretty much done. I'm actually cross-eyed right now, so I know I need to stop before I end up hurting myself. But Lilette Piffle is playing Final Fantasy IX, and I think that'd be a great one to raid out to. So let me go ahead and get the raid started. All right, so thank you everyone so much for coming in tonight. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be playing another new game, Sunhaven, with my friend Minty. So hopefully we can go for a little while and actually have a bunch of fun with that game. So I will see you all then. Bye bye.